some of your morning habits may be ruining your chances of actually burning belly fats. And whether you like it or not, burning belly fats is not the responsibility of exercising alone. There's so many other things that you can start doing today that can actually help you burn belly fats and maintain a healthy weight in general. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 morning habits that store belly fats, and if you recognize any of them in your morning routine, it's time to kick them aside. And I'll also share with you 5 morning habits that you can inculcate into your morning routine so that you can actually start increasing your chances of burning belly fat and living a healthy lifestyle. Let's get right into it, shall we? The first morning habit that keeps the belly fat grounded where it is not getting yourself hydrated as soon as you wake up. Now, when you are asleep, you're literally on a fast period and your body literally gets dehydrated when you wake up. Why? Your body is actually made up of about 60 to 70% of water. Some of your body organs actually function best with water. Like for example, your brain, your vital organs like your kidney, your liver. You need water in your body to a very large extent. When you sleep, the different organs in your body are using up the water content that you probably already have. That's if you were hydrated during the day before you slept. And so when you wake up, it's important for you to replenish the water in your body so that your organs can actually have some form of vitality, some form of life to continue working with. Drinking water is also a way to wake up your digestive system and get things flowing and moving. Now, when you wake up in the morning, it's important that you actually ensure that your bowel is moving, because you want to ensure that everything in your stomach that is now waste, maybe from probably what you took the day before, and the body has taken out the nutrients that it needs, and then you now have the waste in your stomach. You want to actually ensure that it's moving out of your body. And the one way to actually get that done is when you wake up first thing in the morning, get hydrated by just simply drinking water. It can actually be tea. Just hydrate yourself. One of my custom practices that has helped me for so long, and I know that is a major contributor to me living a healthy lifestyle and maintaining a healthy weight, is I always have a bottle of water by my bedside. And once I wake up, it's the first thing I literally just chug down before I start anything. And I know that has tremendously helped my health. So you want your bowel moving in the morning. And one of the ways to do that is to ensure that you stay very well hydrated. And you already have come to ascertain that having a big midsection may not necessarily be caused by fat alone. It can be due to bloating. It can be due to some hormonal imbalance and things happening in your stomach, and you want to ensure that your body has enough fluid to actually keep moving things around and function at maximum capacity. So the first morning habits that you need to toss to the side is not hydrating yourself when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so the second morning routine that may be storing belly fats around your midsection and overall not helping you live a healthy lifestyle is you don't inculcate movement into your morning routine when you wake up. Now, movement is essential because your body was actually designed to stay moving, not to stay stuck. And some of the reasons why it's important for you to actually inculcate some form of movement into your morning routine is: 1, it increases your metabolic rates. Your metabolism has a higher chance of performing 10-10 when your body is actually moving. It also improves insulin sensitivity because when you move, your muscles are actually using up the blood sugar or sugar stored up in your body so that it doesn't flow into your bloodstream and cause any form of harm or damage. Movement actually also helps with digestion and your gut health, because the more you move, the more your gut health and digestive system are functioning at optimum level. Now, morning movement also supports your digestive and your gut health because moving actually improves the circulation of things within your stomach region, and then when you move and that the circulation is improved, your bowel actually has the ease of moving, and you can move your bowel freely and maybe let out all of the waste products that your body has generated when you are actually moving. Another thing that moving does is it reduces your stress level. Your cortisol level reduces drastically when you inculcate moving into your morning routine. Now, morning routine is not necessarily you actually going to the gym to lift heavy. A simple walk around the house, maybe even just doing house chores in your house, sweeping the floor, moving from one place to the other, instead of just lazying out of bed and dragging yourself out of bed and then coming on the couch and just still lazying about on the couch. Add some movement to your morning routine. Something you can also do is just maybe take light walks around your neighborhood. A 5, 10, 15 minute walk can actually make a big difference in ensuring that you curb the excesses of belly fat and then maintain a healthy lifestyle in general. The third morning habit that may be causing you to have belly fat around your midsection and not helping you live a healthy lifestyle in general is starting your day with a high sugar or a high carb meal. That is a no-no. I have talked about this so many times, especially for those who live in this part of the world where most of our breakfasts are actually very high carb. You see someone who wants to eat breakfast in the morning and you see them with bread and then that thing that they call tea, which most people call hot chocolate. Bread and tea, you see them having like stacking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slices of bread, and they're taking it with a lot of margarine. They call it butter, but I think it's margarine. And then with a lot of that hot chocolate that has a lot of sugar in it. That is what I consider a high carb meal. You can't start your day off with a fizzy drink or pastries and expect that you are not going to pack on belly fat. You can't start your day with a heavy meal like yam, like you're eating a big quantity of yam in the morning. That is a taboo and that's a no-no. Or maybe starting your day with rice. Yes, rice, and you don't have other food groups on the plate and then it's just a mountain load of rice. That is actually really bad because what that does is it's going to literally spike your blood sugar really high. And when your cells have had enough of the sugar passed from the insulin into it, it shuts off itself and the insulin would have no other choice but to start storing the fat in organs that are around your midsection, and that's when you end up having belly fat because the insulin is trying to prevent the sugar from rushing into your blood. When the cells shut themselves up and say, we don't want any more sugar, we've had enough, what happens is that your insulin, in a bid not to allow that sugar rush into your bloodstream, it pushes it to other organs, and then that's where belly fat is stored. And then if you continue this consistently over time, what you would see in the physical would be a big midsection area. So that's why it's very important that you are not starting your day with, or you're not starting your morning with a high sugar or a high carb meal. And I've said this, I think I filmed this in a video we posted, I think sometime last year, where I talked about if you have belly fat, watch this video. And I told you how carbohydrates and sugar and processed foods are quickly converted to sugar inside your body. And when you continue to eat these simple carbohydrates and pastries and all of these processed foods constantly, consistently, and continually, apart from you just even having belly fat around your midsection, you are inviting sicknesses like diabetes, migraine headaches, high blood pressure, heart attacks. You're bringing these things on yourself. And that's why it's important that you do not start your mornings with a high sugar or a high carb or a high processed meal. When we move to the second part of this video, I'll tell you exactly what to start your meal with. The fourth morning habit, this one is actually one of my favorites, and it's one that a lot of people do not think actually hampers their health goals or adds belly fat to their body. It's waking up and immediately entering mental chaos. And this is actually what happens when you don't plan your sleep. Maybe you go to bed very late and the next morning you wake up very late, and by the time you wake up you are in a rush or in a hurry to start the day, especially if you already are somebody who has a work schedule for the next day. So usually if it takes you 2 hours to get ready in the morning and you have to wake up at 5 o'clock to get ready to ensure that you have that 2 hours and then by 7 you're out of the door. If you don't wake up at that 5, what happens is that if you wake up maybe an hour after that 5, you have 1 hour to get ready, which means that your time has been shortened. And what would end up pretty much happening is that you start to rush things. Everything starts to become chaotic. You are in a hurry to go pull out what you would wear, what you would eat. And because of that, your cortisol levels are rising. That's what causes stress in your mind. And when you continue living like this constantly, cortisol is directly linked to belly fat. And so when you constantly rush your mornings and you are always in a hurry, always rushing, everything is just chaotic with you in the morning, what you're doing is you are increasing your cortisol level. And if you continue that consistently, what happens ultimately would be you would have belly fat around you. And that kind of belly fat is like the most stubborn ones. The belly fat caused by stress. So if you have a morning routine that is chaotic, that is always very urgent, always rushing, you never meet a time, you never meet a schedule, it's actually time for you to toss that habit to the side, because I tell you, it may be one of the major contributors to the belly fat that you now have around your midsection area. So it's one thing to pay attention to, okay? The fifth habits that I put down here on my list is somewhat connected to the fourth, and it's starting your day without actually calming down your mind. Now, it's important that when you start your day as somebody living a healthy lifestyle, you bring in some form of order and calm to your mind by spending about maybe 20-30 minutes at least, a minimum of 20-30 minutes centering yourself, staying calm and quiet, maybe meditating, visualizing. You can do that through prayer, through worship, coming down to yourself, paying attention to your inner self, paying attention to the quiet of your life and the quiet of your space and the quiet of your environment, and just taking that time to center your whole being. That greatly also reduces stress. Imagine you consistently wake up every morning and the first thing you do is you enjoy at least 20 to 30 minutes of peace. So you can do that on your bed. You can wake up, get up from the bed, just sit still on a chair and just enjoy 20 to 30 minutes of peace. No phone scrolling, no talking loud, no loud music or loud anything. It's just you, yourself, and your higher self and the makers of the universe, your source, your God, whoever that is to you. It's just both of you having a good, quiet solitude moment. When you continue that every single day, your stress level literally drastically would reduce. And because we already have ascertained that stress is deeply connected to belly fat because of the increased cortisol that your body is releasing, what you find is having a calm morning routine actually would help you ensure that you consistently maintain that healthy life, and then your cortisol level is not overly spiked up very early in the morning. And when you continue that, you can imagine what's going to happen. That's something I know that I do for myself. I've been doing this for many years. When I first wake up in the morning, on that bed, I just sit still. Of course, I try my best not to have my phone very close to me by my bedside. So there's no phones. It's just me, my thoughts, me and my decisions, me and my God. We're just there having a quiet time, and I'm taking the time to listen to my inner self. That is one habit that you need to start inculcating into your morning routine. And this actually now leads me to the second part of this video, morning habits that can actually help you burn belly fat. Before we continue with this video, just a few information for those who might need it. First of all, if you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, now would be a time for you to hit that subscribe button, especially if living a healthy lifestyle is of importance to you. At Zeelicious Foods right now, we're all about helping you simplify healthy eating and healthy living so that you can make it a lifestyle. So if that's important to you, please go right ahead and click the subscribe button and stay with us on this community, because we have so much in store for you. And then of course, you can also join our email list. We send out email newsletters every week, keeping you updated with the most recent happenings, sharing articles that can help you on your healthy living journey, and also sharing offers and products and services that we know can also help you on your healthy living journey as well. There's going to be a link in the description box down below, so just click that link and join our active mailing list so that you can be a part of the people receiving real-time information from us about living and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And then finally, of course, you guys already know that we have an array of meal plans that can help you on your healthy living journey. We have the 7-day healthy meal plan, we have the detox meal plan, the diabetes meal plan, the low carb meal plan, the weight loss meal plan, and we're also going to be launching the high protein meal plan and the PCOS meal plan very soon. You can just click the link in the description box down below to get access to all of these meal plans and find out which one actually fits your dietary needs and start using it today. And guess what? Winning Sizzling Selections is coming back. We've been seeing all of your requests about the cookbook. What we're currently doing right now is we're upgrading it, adding very fresh, new, interesting recipes, and just updating the articles to make it a one-stop shop for living and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So please be patient with us. What you can do is use the link in the description box down below to join the waiting list so that you'll be the first to know when the book actually launches. Very soon, okay? We got you. Okay, alrighty, let's get right back into the video, shall we? Very first thing that can actually help you start burning belly fat will be for you to start ensuring that your first meal of the day is a high protein and a high healthy fats breakfast. Toss the carbohydrates. And if you must indulge in carbohydrates in the morning, I'm not saying you should not indulge in it. Ensure it is a complex carbohydrate and you are mindful of the portions. So very good complex carbohydrates that you can enjoy in the morning. One of my absolute favorite ones is sweet potatoes. Another one is oats. But of course you have to be mindful of the gluten content in the oats and then some other things that contribute to belly fat. But another one that I absolutely love is oats. You can actually also enjoy a slice of bread in the morning if you want, but try to ensure that it's bread that's made from whole grain sources. But when you are making your first meal of the day, ensure that it's a high protein, high or moderate healthy fats, and a very little amount of carbohydrates. That's what a balanced plate looks like. So chia seed pudding with a lot of Greek yogurt. You can do scrambled eggs or omelette or however you like or choose to enjoy your eggs. And there are other multiple protein sources as well. Sweet potatoes also actually contain quite a number of protein in it. So when you focus on eating high protein breakfast, what that does is it stabilizes your blood sugar level. Your insulin is not stressed out trying to store the excess sugar you're dumping in the body, because now you are not dumping excess sugar because you are focused on eating a high protein meal. So you don't want your insulin spiked up in the morning, and that's the reason why I'm saying one of the major habits that you need to start inculcating into your morning routine is ensure that you're focusing on a high protein breakfast. Okay? The second morning habit that you should definitely start inculcating into your morning routine to help you live a healthy lifestyle in general is you need to get some form of sun exposure in the morning. It signals to your body that it's time to actually start the day. It brings alertness, it brings energy. You get a big dose of vitamin D, which is essential for the body. You can read up on vitamin D and what it does. It also helps with your metabolism rate. It keeps things in check. It helps with your brain function, your cognitive function. And I'm not saying go into the sun and stare up at the sun. No. Maybe you can take a 10 to 15 minutes walk in the sun. Or if you have a house that has a window where natural sunlight comes in, just go sit down by that window and just let the natural sun get on your body. That's one thing you need to start inculcating into your morning routine. It also definitely helps improve your mood beyond measure. Maybe what you can do as an experiment, keep yourself in a dark place for about 2-3 days if possible. Don't expose yourself to sunlight. And then after 3 days, go into the sun and check your mood when you were in the dark and when you exposed yourself to sunlight. The sunlight has a way of brightening up your mood. It has a way of releasing some hormones that are what I call happy hormones in your body. That's what sun does for you. Now, I'm not saying constant exposure to the sun, staying in the sun for 3-4 hours, especially those very scorching ones that happen in the afternoon. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just exposing yourself to the sun in the mornings for 10, 15, 20 minutes and getting that natural ray of sunlight on yourself, I tell you, it will tremendously improve your health. The third morning habit that you can actually inculcate into your morning routine will be, of course, for you to add gentle morning movements. A simple yoga, a little light brisk work, or even a simple just a morning walk, a 5-10 minute walk. If you don't want to go outside, if you have a treadmill, get on the treadmill and just walk. If you don't have a treadmill, you don't want to go outside, you don't want to go to the gym, walk in your house. I'm sure you have space in your house. You can walk from your bedroom to your kitchen 10 times. Something I do is, in my house, I would go up and down the stairs 10 times, maybe listening to music or doing something. I would intentionally keep walking even throughout the day. As I progress with my day, I just find time, just get up and just move. I don't sit down for long hours. I already told you that your body was not designed to stay in a place. Your body is a machine and it needs to move. Sometimes even in the morning, you can do light stretches. Stretch your body. Do the stretch. If you don't want to carry the weight, no one is now telling you carry weight, which is very important that you carry weight. But on a daily basis, it's important that you're moving your body. Intentionally just even stretch your body. Turn around your neck. Let your body feel like there is movement happening. Move your fingers, move your toes, jiggle your legs, move, keep moving. When you're answering phone calls during the day, don't just sit down. Get up, and you don't want to be the one when you are old and gray, you're walking like your bones are not very fragile or frivoled. What's the word? You don't want to be that person. So something you can add into your morning routine is gentle movement. And like I said, this actually helps keep things moving in your belly area, in your digestive area. Ensures that your bowel is moving freely and you're able to let things out. It also helps combat things like bloating as well. Because when there's movement in your belly area, gas cannot stay there for too long. Of course, you couple this with other things like eating the right kind of food, sleeping right, drinking lots of water and staying hydrated and things like that. So all of these things I'm sharing are things that you need to inculcate as habits that work together as a system to help you create a healthy lifestyle and then in turn combats belly fat. Okay, and then of course the final morning habits that you can add to your morning routine will be for you to manage stress before the day starts. So how you manage stress is, of course, ensuring that you arrange and organize your life correctly. Go to bed on time so that you can wake up on time. And when you go to bed on time, you are able to wake up on time, and that way you will not have a chaotic morning. You will not have a rushed morning. Your morning will be calm. You take your time. You do everything you need to do. Of course, starting with the 20 to 30 minutes of you just being peaceful with yourself and just enjoying a nice calm moments with yourself. And then when it's time to get ready to head out the door, you are doing everything paced, nicely paced, because now everything has been planned and organized. You've woken up early and you're doing the things that you need to do from a place of calm, not chaos and disorganization. And planning your life actually the day before is what helps. Can you take out your clothes or the outfits you're going to be wearing the next day, the night before? Can you write a to-do list the night before? Can you do things like little tiny habits the night before that can ensure that when you wake up the next morning, you are waking up with ease and with calm? Because remember what I said to you, having a chaotic morning, having to rush in the morning and have an urgent morning would actually spike your cortisol level. And cortisol is what makes you stressed, and stress is directly linked to growing belly fat around the midsection area. So do those little things before the next day or the night before. Do those little things that actually help you ensure that you stay organized the next day, and then you are able to start your day from a place of calm, a place of quiet, and a place of ease. Remember what I said earlier, that burning belly fat doesn't really have much to do with doing the crunches, lifting the heavy weights and all. It has more to do with what you feed your body and the little tiny habits that you carry on every single day that's actually either making or hampering with your belly fat goals. So what are you eating on a daily basis, and what are the daily habits that you carry on every single day? These things can actually contribute largely and greatly to the amount of belly fat that you currently have. So the next time you are on a goal to reduce belly fat in your body, or if that's what your current goal is, don't start at the gym. Don't start with lifting the heavy weights. Start by paying attention to your habits, your everyday morning habits. These things that I have just mentioned. Fix that first. so that when you start lifting the heavy weights at the gym, you actually start to see results. Because most often than not, when you go to the gym and do your crunches but are not fixing your diet and your habits, what you see is that you're not producing any results, and you wonder, is it even working? Yes, what you're doing at the gym is working, but you are jeopardizing it by not paying attention to your morning routine and what you're feeding your body with. And I hope that this video would actually help you start paying very close attention to what your mornings look like, so that they will stop jeopardizing your chances of actually burning belly fat. That's pretty much all that I have for you today. I'll see you again next time with another video. Until then, remember to continue to live a healthy lifestyle.